All right, this is Farmhouse kitchen interview.
Is that update 3 since the kickoff? I think so.
What's the big update here? What do you feel like is the big, what could be like the gas? This is the gas update.
By natural gas.
Okay, gas update. All right. So we're back in the kitchen. It's been a while since you guys have seen this space. I think since before we left on our road trip, so it's a couple months now. But we've made some really good headway.
One huge thing is we have an island now. We got to finally put that in and see the walnut butcher block that we got for it. Beautiful, turned out really awesome, as we suspected it would.
Yeah.
So that's really cool, and we have some appliances in place, so now we can actually use the microwave, and we have functionality back in the kitchen, which is great.
Yeah, and probably the biggest thing these last couple weeks is getting our natural gas service, which they just hooked up last night.
Yeah, the gas service has been literally like one of those one thing after another things, and starting out from the very beginning where, you know, I decided to go ahead and do all of the trenching and everything myself, lay the conduit. So
yeah, and he hit like every sprinkler line.
I did.
I did
hit a couple. But,
yeah.
So that ended up needing sprinkler line repair because I hit those. I did hit some kind of cable that apparently was not used for anything.
I think it was abandoned.
It was like an abandoned cable, but oh man. And then that's all done, and I have my conduit laid in place, and it turns out you have to use special conduit, yellow instead of white, and so I had to relay all conduit in yellow, and this is 3-inch PVC, so it's not the simplest stuff to work with. Got that in, and then covered it all up, and I didn't put it deep enough at the work pit, so job got delayed while we were on a road trip for 3 weeks.
Yeah, we were really hoping and kind of expecting to come home with a gas meter on our property, but instead we got a call saying one more hoop to jump through.
Jumped through it. And the gas meter got brought up and set, and that process was fine, and we get ready to turn the gas on, and lo and behold, they went to a different house of ours that has gas service.
Yeah, they went to one of our rentals in Seattle, some sort of...
Hey, the meter's already on, like, we don't know what you're talking about. It's like, oh my goodness.
Yeah. And we are like 2 hours away from Seattle, so it's kind of a big, seems like a big cluster for them. But they came last night and they turned it on, and I would say about 30 minutes before they came to turn it on, we were working here in the kitchen, and suddenly I heard like...
We're really excited to have hot water, because we've been without hot water for
let's
days.
preface this. No showers, no hot water for a few days.
This is it. Like, we finally got everything straightened out. They're going to come and turn it on.
Yeah.
Telephone pole gets hit next to us, causes a fire, and our power goes out.
Yeah. And Garrett actually has to run out with the hose. So we're on a well, which means we have a pump. So no power means no water. But Garrett had to run out with our hose and basically bleed all of our lines dry with water to put this fire out at the electrical pole. So now we have, you can turn the faucet on, there's not even a drop left. And so we have no water. Finally we have this gas, but it doesn't really do us any good. So we packed the kids up and we went in for pizza.
But this morning all was well. They had fixed it, and so we had hot water. It's awesome.
Yeah, I would say though, the biggest calamity of this whole gas thing of all was when we went to put, like, so we have this gorgeous 36-inch gas range, which has been like basically Garrett's dream, I would say, like forever. And we were like, a big part of this kitchen renovation was to get this really nice gas range in here. And we went to get it, and we set it on the deck. It's been in the garage. And we realized that mice have been inside and kind of maybe chewing it up. We're not really sure, but we look in there and it's not too bad. We were able to vacuum out a little bit of that mouse poop. And then while Garrett has it kind of all opened up, he's like, oh my God, this gas range has already been converted for propane. So
yeah, that was like the kicker to the whole thing. Like, we're like, oh, we're gonna have gas on, we're gonna get our range, it'll be awesome.
And it turns out the fuel source that we've had this whole time, which is propane, actually is what this gas range has been made to work with. But thankfully, it shouldn't be too big of a problem. Garrett got on the horn with Blue Star, and they're gonna send us a conversion kit to convert it back to gas. So hopefully that goes well. We do have 21 guests coming in 6 days. Yeah. So we are really, really hoping that this gas range is going to be functioning. Otherwise, we're going to be still barbecuing everything. But,
it'll be barbecue weekend.
Yeah. Yeah. So anyways, it's just been like the gas was just one thing after another, like a calamity of errors. And I don't know, looking back, would you do gas again?
Man, if I knew what was going to happen, like going through all the way back, I would just, no, I would not do that. And then I would just had the propane. If I would have known the range was propane and everything, I was like, okay, stick with propane.
Yeah. I would say one really nice thing is that we have a giant propane tank that's out front by the garage. I mean, I don't know how big it is. It's as long as, I bet it's like 10 feet long. It's huge. And so it kind of limits what we can do in the yard and stuff. So we're going to get to be able to get rid of that. So that's a really nice upgrade.
That's awesome. Yeah. And no more fills. And
you
never have to worry about it. So in the end, I think we'll probably look back on it and be like, oh, well, it's nice that we actually did it. But that is taken care of. Everything's good with the gas.
Finally,
so now we have a bit of more work to do in here. Obviously, we're gonna have to finish up some cabinetry. We have some details we want to bring in. We got to finish plank, the ceiling and the sides.
We're gonna bring in skylights, which is gonna be
skylights in.
And the entire pantry.
The pantry is basically still needs everything. So that'll be a big push in the next 3 days to get that done so that we can move the fridge in.
And he doesn't mean done, he means started.
Yeah, well, to the point where we can move the fridge in.
Yeah.
So the walls are planked.
But none of the cabinets will be built in there or anything like that. But basically with all those 21 house guests coming, we gotta have a spot. We gotta get our fridge out of the dining room and kind of not have this place look quite so rough. So, which will be really nice for us. We do really well with those deadlines. Like every time, I feel like every time we're working on a project, it's like we kind of hop from deadline to deadline, and otherwise we kind of just sail through. So yeah. And I think after we get this kind of next push done, we're gonna probably turn our focus to the laundry room. We actually got our door and windows in for that space, so we really want to get that up and running. So that'll be kind of nice to shift over there, and that'll give us a chance to really use this kitchen, see how it's working, before we finalize everything. But,
As we've gotten things in place, maybe some of the things that we thought were going to be how we wanted them, maybe we don't want them that way. The island being one of them, so we reused an old cabinet from the old island, and we built in our combination microwave oven unit, and so we have this built-in base, and then we have the butcher block on top of it. And the final look of how it's come together is maybe
it's just not
a little
there
bit
yet.
of refinement.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, a big part of the problem is that we only have room for a 6 foot by, 3.5 foot island, or it's almost 4 feet, but which to us sounded really big. We've never really even had an island before, but now that we're seeing it, it's not really that big to fit, there's 5 of us in the family, so it's not that big to fit 5, and we're trying to figure out, how can we do that and still put like posts on all 4 sides, or do we put corbels?
She means legs, but.
Yeah, I mean legs. So we're just kind of trying to figure out the final design so that it looks good and it looks like kind of true to the house, but still fits us all in. So we're struggling a bit with that.
Right now, the countertop just seems to kind of hang out and float.
Oh, it just floats.
It just floats around the edge, which is from just a visual kind of feeling, just gives you that.
Just feels like it should like tip over or something. I cannot do it.
Yeah.
It's just,
feels like it needs supported to look right. And so we're figuring out what's the best way to do that.
Yeah. And you know, we're still, the placement of where so we actually built in this microwave, convection oven, and it's also a proofing oven right there in the island, thinking that was gonna be the best spot for it. But now that we're kind of seeing where it is in relation to the sink, we're kind of, I don't know, we're gonna use it and see how we feel. Hopefully we're gonna love it there, but it's possible we might need to move it into the pantry, which is fine. Gave us some good confidence that we can actually build a cabinet, and so I'm gonna build a drawer under there, and we can always add other drawers if we take that out.
Yeah, building a box to put stuff in is really not that hard. I think a lot of the real challenges with cabinetry comes in like the doors and the drawers. Yeah. And so we just grabbed some shop grade plywood, which is like a nicer grade of plywood that has a nice smooth wood surface on both sides, and it's really straight and true. And so we got a sheet of that, and we built the back and the sides, and then just put a little frame around it that we could put the unit in, and we put a shelf in there. And so the idea is that we would actually build in a drawer later on, finish that bottom little shelf out somehow, drawer otherwise.
Yeah, I ordered a door for a drawer face, so I'm hoping to do that, I don't know, in the next month or two. But.
So we haven't never actually tackled building a door for a cabinet. So there's this easy way you can do that by ordering it online, and it comes to your door in like 10 days. It's awesome. You just put in your dimensions.
Yeah, and that's, we actually just ordered, so I ordered a drawer front for under the microwave convection oven, and then I also ordered a panel that matches our cabinet doors, which we'll put as a front for the dishwasher. So I'll show you guys how that goes together when that finally arrives.
There's also another video that I put together on how we ordered and installed a door at the Dexter kitchen. So if they're interested, check that out.
What are you most excited about in this kitchen? More nuggets. Well, we also got a dog like last week and a half ago. And so that hasn't slowed things down particularly, but it's interesting kind of adding, it's always interesting adding someone to the mix, even if they're not human.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Another thing to care for.
Yeah, thankfully he's an outdoor dog, which is going to be really awesome. That was actually a requirement of Garrett's, was that the dog live outside.
All right, back to work. We got to get ready for Labor Day weekend, which is coming right up. We will put another update together as we get more progress to share with you guys. Thanks for watching.
Yeah.
Hope you enjoyed this one.
Oh, I wanted to mention one more thing, and that is, when do you think this kitchen's gonna be done? Like done, like I can shoot it and put out a reveal post on the blog.
What?
When do you think that's gonna be?
That's not a nice question. Because whatever I say, are you gonna hold me to it?
Well, you better add a little time then.
Oh man, so we are hosting Thanksgiving this year.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna just go ahead and say it'll be done before Thanksgiving.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say too, actually, is Thanksgiving. And that does include, it's got the pantry, so we've got to finish that out, and then the laundry room, it's not technically part of the kitchen, but it's kind of part of this renovation. So I'm gonna say that will be our 95% reveal, will be before Thanksgiving. The thing that we're not gonna tackle yet is finishing the hardwood floors. We're just gonna live with our kids getting splinters for a while longer.
Yeah, this is a shoes on house.
Yeah, because to finish the whole main floor means like we basically have to remove all furniture from the house, and so we're basically having to move out. So we're not ready for that.
Or we could just paint them.
Anyway, so we're gonna keep working, and we will share another update soon-ish. Garrett's really tired.